Small talk.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for spending your Thursday night with us. This is Small Talk, the show where we talk about absolutely nothing important at all. Guys, before we get started, good day to be a Spurs fan. The Spurs get number one draft pick, Victor Wembanyama. Really excited about it. We're freaking out about it here. I'm sure they're going to honk all night downtown for the draft pick. We haven't even won a championship yet. But this is a show for toys and figures. So, Seamus, a.k.a. Badfish, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Hectic week, but things are going good.
What about you, Steve? How's it going?
Pretty good, man. I got that famous email where it says you're gonna be monetized from YouTube. So I was like,
Nice.
I'm gonna bring that
Congratulations.
music video that says I've been driving. No, how does it go? I've been driving in my Bugatti. Have you guys heard that song by chance?
I know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna have that sound clip from now on, and then every week from now on, I'm gonna get like a nice gold watch, a nice gold chain, little by little, and I put "sell out" right in my forehead, like a tattoo or something.
New week, new chain.
Yeah, it's gonna be made out of paper clips, but yeah, it's still gonna be good.
Man, Chris, hell of a day for you, right?
Just made it, guys. It sounds like you're having fun, though. That's good.
Yeah,
I mean, we're in a minute 30 and we're doing all right, right?
Cool.
Welcome.
Chris.
Hey,
So,
man.
what was the total on your traffic time?
Dude, as you guys might assume that Canada's like pretty chill to drive around and the non-Canadians in the audience, but Toronto's like 3 million people and it's like probably second only to LA for like BS traffic. So, trying to do anything and get back here for a show. Pretty rough, but I appreciate you shifting the time for me a little bit.
Oh yeah, man, we're glad to have you here. All right, we
Quick
are
fact,
going.
The 401 in Ontario is actually the busiest highway in North America.
I was gonna
by-
say
by
that.
volume, yeah.
I was gonna say that, but there's no way Americans will believe that fact. But I assure you, it's true.
USA. Yeah.
It's insane.
Go Spurs, go. All right, let's check in with the chat first before we get into what we got new this week. Got Toy Mafia as always. First one here. Thanks for being here. Mark Pearson, King Dingaling, Boogie Manny. What's going on, man? This guy right here has helped me out so much in the last week, and we will hopefully
Yeah.
get to show off some stuff here the next several shows. We're super close to being ready to launch a couple of things, so we're excited about that. King Banana, the Everyday Collector, Slifer.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. All right, so we also have our 3,000 subscriber giveaway. If you were not here last show, there are a few things you have to do to enter. First is join Collector Zone Cantina Facebook page, subscribe to Collecting Weekly, and then join the Collecting Weekly auxiliary Facebook page to get bonus entries. You need to subscribe to 16 Fix, which is Marco's channel. And if you don't know who Marco is, he's on the main show with the guys. And then Ben Thomas show as well. Subscribe there. And then at some point during the show today, we will also have a bonus code. We will also have a bonus code for the giveaway. So make sure you're paying attention and make sure you're ready to go. So the first thing I got in was the Dino Thunder Green Ranger. Really had no intention of picking this guy up, but my mom found him at Ross for $10. So she said, if you want it, I'll pick it up. I was like, sure, why not? Another Power Ranger to add
Got
to
hooked
the...
up.
Yeah.
Say what?
You got hooked up, man. That's cool.
I got hooked up, man. My mom has always been kind of into the things that me and my brother or sister get into. Like, she really does get into it. Like, back in the day when Pokemon Go just came out, she goes, hey, get in the car and let's drive around and let's find all these Pokestops and stuff. We're like, okay. So we're going around the area looking for that. She's always bought into the collecting on my end. with all the different stuff, and she doesn't get interested in it, but she at least asks about it, which is pretty cool. But thanks, Mom.
Isn't there like a saying like she got it at Ross or something like that, or is that a commercial?
She got it at Ross. Like, is there a commercial for that?
I think so. I'll find it for you. That's funny though. Congrats on that one.
And then the Monkey King from Four Horsemen just got that in. We
Nice.
did a unboxing on this on Monday. This thing is awesome, guys. He is a figura obscura, and he comes with a ton of things like Four Horsemen do. 3 extra faces, some fruits. He got some shoes, some scrolls, and a few pair of hands. But yeah, I am super glad I picked this up. Only thing I don't like is I have to pay out front on it, so I had to pay him and then wait. But Steve, that's nothing new for you, right?
I don't know. I don't know how it works for the smaller figures, but yeah, like usually have to pay up front with statues too. Oh, I got pushed down. I'm sorry.
Next one's the ban button.
Yeah. Wow.
And then the last thing I got was this WWE United States Champion belt. And Steve knows this. We've been talking about it a lot lately, but probably like last October, I got back into WWE, and my son's gotten into it too. And I was a fan early on, like when I was like in middle school, and then I just kind of fell off of it. But wanted to get back into it, and I never got a belt, and I've always wanted a belt. So big fan of the United States Championship in general, not necessarily the current champion, but hopefully we'll get that fixed soon. But this thing is huge, it's heavy, and it's awesome. So these plates here are interchangeable, so you can buy your favorite wrestlers' plates and switch those out. And then
Beautiful.
this yeah, and then it's got the big bird on it, the eagle with the red, white, and blue. Some people were saying though that the only thing this is missing is some blue around the stars. So there's some people who kind of mod theirs up a little bit and put the blue in between the WW and the stars and stuff. But yeah, this is probably my biggest buy in a long time. I could have bought a statue, and my wife was even wondering why I didn't. And I was like, nope, I really, really want this belt.
So
But,
what's the materials? Did it say on the?
So it's
Pure
all
24 karat and
Yeah,
it's pure
pure
diamond.
I'm just no, I'm really just wondering if like the sides are like vac metalized injection plastic, or if they're actually metal.
Oh man, you're talking to the wrong person.
All
I
right.
don't even know what you just
Is
said.
is it plastic? Is it plastic or metal on the sides?
I don't know. It's metal.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, I'm pretty sure it's all metal.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
Nice.
things are
The leather's
pretty-
thick too. It's
Yeah.
probably like half inch almost, or about a quarter inch. So
'cause
it's
these are
pretty
a
thick.
Yeah,
It's,
you
uh,
pay a decent price for them.
It's pretty. That I got that Bugatti money now, so you know I got
Oh,
the.
there you go.
It's pretty cool, man. Like this is not the one Sean has, but it's definitely the same. It's pretty thick. It's heavy too.
That's
Yeah,
a fashion
yeah.
statement.
Yeah, they're hefty.
Yeah. So I gotta
Yeah,
wear
you
this.
just
for the
gotta
rest
walk
of the
around
show.
with that now that you're big
Dude,
time.
Dude, the event I was just at, there was a guy walking around with one of those. I don't know what it was, but it was about in that fashion.
It's pretty
And he-
cool.
I don't know. It was quite a statement.
All right, I'm gonna put it down. It's kind of heavy.
I used to love the way the Rock
Absolute
would-
Oren
would
asked
hold
if
it up.
I am wearing it. Unfortunately, I am not. I have to buy the belt extender, so that's my fault. Actually, I did buy the belt extender. I was telling Casual in the backstage that I bought the wrong one, so I have to buy it for that specific belt. I didn't know they were so specific on it, but
Otherwise, he would be wearing it right now. Yeah.
otherwise I
Yep.
would be wearing it, and I would be wearing it all day, every day. Yes.
So different wrestlers customize these side plates depending if they want it.
It's like their logo. So like,
Cool, okay.
you know, like the Undertaker kind of had like the that cross, right? So you could buy his, put them there. Who else? RKO, Randy Orton, get the RKOs and stuff. I mean, I am super, super happy with this thing. It's huge. It's heavy, just like Steve said. But yeah, that's all I got for this week. Chris, take it away.
All right. So yeah, I'm still buying these World of Halo 3.75 inch Halo figures. These two are from like 2 waves back. These are like Series 4, and they slipped by me. I randomly saw them. You got Fred, and Fred is like Fred is like a really old Halo character from like 2001. He was in like the first novel of called Fall of Reach, but and then they brought him back for Halo 5, which was kind of weird. And the Elite Ultra is pretty self-explanatory. So I took a little shot of Fred here with the Elite in the background because you've seen one Elite, you've seen them all. Fred's looking pretty good, but he's not very observant right now. But I'm trying to mess around and take a fun photo every time I have new pickups. It it like gets you to mess around with it a little bit, and this Halo series has so many cool vehicles and stuff. So I got the Mongoose flipped over in the background there, looking like it's on fire or something. So that's fun stuff.
I had a quick question for Canadians. Like, if you go back one picture, Sean, will it be better to have it like on the packaging? It's always in English and French. If it's only on English, does that make any like determination if you're gonna buy it or not? Or
so that's a big thing when it comes to like vintage Star Wars, and we'll actually get into that a little bit later in the show. But no, that's good because now these days what you get is called basically tri-logo, which is like you'll have French, English, and Spanish, and then we'll just get the same box that you guys get most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I think if you look there, like where it lists the name, you see there's like 3 or 4 of them. So I think it's French, English, and Spanish, and we have the same ones as you guys for these.
Cool.
All right, Badfish, what'd you get?
Yeah, just a little. Saw this at the store. I was like, it's $10. Why not? I wanted some representation of this thing. So, and I don't know if I'm gonna get the Hot Toys as good as it looks. 6 scale vehicles. The biggest, the only one I have right now is the Return of the Jedi speeder, and then the like Darth Maul speeder. So.
Shout out to Mark Pearson real quick. Thanks for the super chat.
Yeah.
This panel is the 4 Horsemen of Small Talk. Wrestling reference, probably older than all of you.
Wow.
Well, it's actually a Bible reference, and which is even funnier. So that's cool.
So, older than all of y'all, especially Mark.
What up, Mark?
Steve, I know you said you didn't get anything small in, but you did get something in. You want to show real quick?
Yeah, I'll show you guys really quick. I even turned the light for you guys. So I got this little guy or this little lady up here, and I got the Phoenix. Oh, sorry for the camera. It's like
You almost did it.
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
Glorious.
this little lady right here. She's about 7 inches, and she's beautiful. It's XM Studios Dark Phoenix, but yeah,
That's sweet, man.
got that little lady.
The flame effect.
And I see a big box behind you. Is that the?
That's hers.
Is that the box for it? That is hers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Didn't know if you were holding out for your own show or something. Now that you're all
Wow.
big time in, right?
I know, right?
All right, guys. Before we get into the news, I do have a smaller talk question. So for those of you who do not know what smaller talk it is, it's just a conversation between all of us on a topic. So, we play off small talk with the figures, so smaller talk with just some conversation going on. The question is, if you were to give advice to a new collector, what would you tell them, and where would you send them to find a community that fits? So, obviously, the Collecting Weekly Network, right, would be a good place to go to start.
Where can we find that? No, I'm kidding.
So what do you guys think? What are some things, since we're pretty deep into collecting already anyway, and we have a platform to talk about it, things like that. What would be your best advice for a new collector?
Well, I mean, I'll go real quick. Just like as you guys probably realize, I focus on the vintage stuff a little bit, and if you're new, there's a lot of mistakes you can make there. Like I started collecting vintage Star Wars like 5-6 years ago, and like there's a lot of fake stuff like as far as weapons and whatnot, and there's resources out there that sort of document what the real weapons look like versus the various generations of fakes. And I got connected with all that stuff through podcasts actually. So like from some vintage collecting podcasts, I found some forums, and some Facebook groups that sort of point you in the right direction. And there's a lot of great resources out there. I think a lot of the time it just comes down to actually taking the time and searching for them, because they're not hard to find for any specific niche.
I'll go next. For statues, I would advise everyone to like first check out YouTube. You know, find out your what your collection you want to mirror yours after, and then listen to the ideas of, like, you know, not Chris, not Badfish, not Sean, and go from there. But usually, you know, I guess what usually go from like there to like, I usually like let people know, go to Facebook groups. Forums are kind of like the old school of doing things, that, you know, that's what I started out with, like all the statue forums and all those things.
They're dying
But,
out.
like, yeah, they're vintage is what
Yeah.
Ooh,
Well,
look at you.
yeah.
Yeah. There's
But,
you know
like-
there's 5 guys still active on each one. You want a Facebook group? You want a Facebook group?
I want my post to be top, you know. But yeah, go to the Facebook groups. Just type in the search field like what you're interested in, or if you like find someone's screen name or YouTube, it usually comes up as the first one. So usually go take that route and then go from there. Like, ask questions right away too. As soon as you join them, if you're not sure of something, ask away.
Badfish, you got anything?
Yeah, good advice so far. Yeah, I would say Facebook groups, YouTube are the kind of surface level. If you want to get, I find the hardcore of the hardcore are still on the forums, and there's some, and then obviously good news sites depending on what particular niche, like either Transformers or whatever. You can find specific sites for those, and then beyond that is for yourself, find a focus. You can see behind me, I've got boxes of Smuggler's Bounties and shit I'm trying to get rid of now. And like, just stuff that when I first started really collecting again, after college and all that, 2015-ish, I would say, I found some, I would buy almost anything that said Star Wars on it. And that's a mistake. So find a focus of like either a specific line or have some sort of rule of what you actually want your collection to look like. And that can change, obviously. But yeah, just have, I'm only getting Star Wars, or from Marvel, I'm only going to pick this particular character or this movie and then finish and then kind of dip out, sort of. So that'd be my warning. Just don't go too crazy because it's when you first start. I think that happens to a lot of people. You just
Yeah.
You
I
jump
I
all
think-
in.
you have so much to catch up on. So
Yeah, I think modern Star Wars collectors like really have like a lot to deal with, because you have 2 scales that put out pretty much the same figures. One of them has vehicles, the other one does like weird sort of role playing stuff. It's, if you don't focus, like Badfish was saying, and sort of pick a lane, like you can get sort of overwhelmed, and like FOMO can creep in, and you really got to resist that, because like objectively, if you search your feelings, only some of it is cool, and that's the only stuff you should buy.
Yeah, in my time working at a comic store, I would say don't be afraid to ask questions. Especially if you're starting at a shop, you're going to a specialty shop like a comic store, like a collectible store, whatever it might be. Don't be afraid to ask questions to those workers there. They're there to help you, and more than likely you're going to get them down a rabbit hole that they've been wanting to go down for a long time, just to talk about their favorite stuff. I know the best memory I have is this mom brought her daughter in looking for comic books, and she had no place where to start. They came up to me, and I go, listen, I'm not going to try to sway you either which way, but my favorite comics were Guardians of the Galaxy, Iron Man. They're fun, they're witty, things like that, and there's a lot of them for you to read and a lot to catch up on. And then with like the forums and stuff, like I'm still on quite a bit of the Facebook ones, at least here locally, but don't be afraid to ask questions. There's a lot of people there who will be ready to help. Also, a lot of people who will be there to just kind of give you shit too sometimes, I know there's several people in one of our local forums who is quick to make a joke most of the time instead of actually helping somebody. So not in Collecting Weekly. This is one here in San Antonio, to be clear. But and once you get the hang of it and you you'll start talking to certain people, Some of the events might have swap meets. Go check those out. Talk with those people. It's probably the same people you're chatting with online anyway. But I'd say as far as the collecting part goes, definitely find your character. Find something that you want to follow, and just start there. Go pick it up. For us, a lot of times a figure is $20-$30. It's a good way to get started to find a character that you really like. Anything else, guys, that y'all want to add? Jason Nelson in the chat.
I was just gonna say that, like you said, and don't jump ship right away. But if you find a group where all they do is crap on, like, shit on your questions, then maybe find a
maybe
different
that's
group.
not the group for you.
Yeah, but generally, most people are pretty helpful out there.
Yeah, I would agree, except for, like, if you actually are new, like, don't, like, when you go in that group and ask your first dumb question, and like, you get a hard time, like, don't immediately leave, like, it was
Yeah,
your
that's
first
what I mean,
question. Yeah. Don't give up right away just because, they'll warm up to you. It's all good.
Noob, new collector.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get straight into the news. Starting with Mezco. So they've been doing their Comic Con, their little show. And the first thing we got is the Void Cadet Gomez and Vortex Strike suit. It's going to be $350, and it's going to ship sometime after SDCC of this year. They're asking you to wait about 3 to 6 weeks on delivery. And this is currently on waitlist, and this thing is packed full of stuff. So you got Gomez in his red suit and his white shield, but there's a picture of the strike suit, and that thing is awesome. It's got all kinds of articulation. It says 24
Whoa.
points of articulation on this guy, and Gomez fits in it. So I mean, you're talking a 12th scale figure fitting in in that mech there. It's got some kind of sword, light up lightsaber style sword.
This is cool.
There's the backside with its rocket boosters.
Wow.
And then all the stuff it comes with. Plenty of hands. He's got 2 heads. He's got his stand. It says Void Wars. So I'm wondering if they're going to kind of expand into the space stuff now. And then, of course, he's got all kinds of other goodies that go along with him, like laser beams, guns, jetpacks. He's got a mask and a few other accessories there. And then there's the cadet suit, or the Vortex suit. 14 inches tall, guys. This thing's huge.
This is like being sold as 2 separate products, right?
No, I believe it's all one.
No. Wow. I mean, the mech that's the story here, man. That thing is crazy.
And this is, I don't know how I feel about this. It's a sticker sheet. I feel like the idea behind it, it says customize your suit, right? So you get to do it how you want, but stickers on a thing like this, they just peel over time, and they wear. I would have been much more happier with the decals either already on it, or even maybe going the Gundam Gundam model kits route with like water slides or something like that to put on them.
That's worth like an extra $70 if that was just like printed on instead of having to do that. I got that Legacy Millennium Falcon, and I still haven't touched the sticker sheet on that, and I never will. It's just like you're just making it worse by adding them, and they're gonna be peeling and looking terrible. But that mech is amazing, dude.
Yeah, and then the last thing it's going to come with is a comic book. So they do this with a lot of their Rumble Society characters, at least their main ones. And he's got his own little story in there too, so you kind of learn the story of the space cadet. Man,
The space cadet.
I want this so bad.
It's $350, right?
This thing's
$350.
badass, yeah.
It does look badass.
It's definitely cooler than that Ghost Rider whip for $350.
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Is this
It's
like
hard to believe they're even making this, but it's cool.
is it its own IP, or is it like from a
Yeah, so this falls under their 112 collective line, and Rumble Society is the characters that were made up by Mez himself. So we're gonna see another character here, or obviously it's from a different series, but this is Mezco's own line of figures, a lot like what is it, Storm Collectibles is doing with Big Bad Toy Store. I think it's Storm Collectibles. They got their own line.
It's like
Who
everything
else?
Four Horsemen does. Like it's toys
exactly.
first. Yeah.
Like Four Horsemen does with like all their Celtic and medieval stuff.
Right.
The next thing we have is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Green Ranger. It's $95, and same deal. It's going to ship after SDCC this year, about 6 to 8 weeks for delivery. This is on a wait list. I almost picked this up. I didn't pick up the original 5 Rangers yet, but this one almost did it for me.
Wow.
The Green Ranger was always my favorite. And he comes with his dagger, he has his shield, and he's got his other sword, which I'm not 100% sure. Mark, maybe you could help me on this one, where that sword came from, because I don't remember that sword in the show. And then he's also got that laser beam, which I don't remember. And then the head sculpt, it's okay. I don't think it looks exactly like him, but... No, I didn't. Oh, yes, Mark, I do have that 3-0 Green Ranger.
All right. This is pretty cool, but can you roll back to the photo with the putties? Okay, this one. Look what's going on here. You guys got Mezco, you got to do better, all right? So you see how this putty in the background is like real out of focus?
Mm-hmm.
The rocks he's standing on should be too, if he's that blurry. That's all I'm saying. Come on, guys.
We're going to need to do a special with you, Chris. With
that's distracting me. The depth of field doesn't make any sense. It's crazy.
Photography 101.
Those figures are not there. That's a photo.
Yeah, but all you gotta do is blur the ground too. That's all I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. But yeah, it does look funny. He's just kind of floating there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
anyways,
did they make putties? That was going to be my question.
I think they've just been teasing them in the original 5 that they showed off. They did the same thing. I think they also kind of did the same thing with Rita. Like I think she's in there. I think it's Rita. It might have been Goldar, but
this looks real good though.
Yeah,
Soft
and he's
goods.
going to come with an extra head and some hands, his base, and then he's going to have the power gun, which I don't believe he actually has one in the show, but it's going to come with one. Both swords, the holster for his dagger, and then some lightning effects, and then the laser. And Mark said that. Let's see, where did he say? Right here. It's from episode 2, so I'm going to have to go back and watch that and look for that sword.
Isn't that the Red Ranger's gun? I haven't watched it in so long.
The original 5 have those guns, but I don't think Tommy ever gets one.
Oh, they all have the same one.
Well, there's like literally a million episodes, so he might have pulled it at once. Mark was saying that the sword was only from 2 episodes, not episode 2.
From
so
2 episodes.
That's like 0.3% of the show. So that's a deep cut.
And Mark watched all those episodes, including those 2 episodes.
Those are the only 2 he knows.
Yeah.
The Mega Heater reminds me of something from like James Bond. I don't know why.
I can see it.
Moving on to McFarlane. The first thing we got is a DC Multiverse Crisis on Infinite Earth Anti-Monitor Megafig. It's only a tease right now, but this thing looks awesome. I think the last time they did this, it was a Build-A-Figure for them, way before McFarlane fully took over the line. And I don't remember it looking very good anyway, but this looks really nice. And then, are you guys going to have anything on this?
So was the older one you're talking about, would that have been like a DC Direct or something? Like it wouldn't, like it's not even the same scale probably, right?
It's probably not the same scale.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know this character, but like that's a fun face, man. You could see that like animated, like it would just look like static. Like I don't know what's going on there, but that's a fun design.
And then the next thing we have, this is also a teaser, is the DC Multiverse Batman in-game Justice Buster Make-A-Fig. This guy looks great too. I really like this. I like the armored up suit. Reminds me a lot of what is
Megatron?
it? Yeah, he actually does look a lot like Megatron. No, I was thinking Obadiah's
Shredder.
suit from Iron Man, but the Ironmonger.
Oh yeah.
The Iron Man.
Is it actually called the Justice Buster?
It is called the
think so,
in-game
yeah.
Justice Buster.
Wow, they're not
Mega
even
figure.
trying to differentiate themselves from Marvel. Eh? That's crazy. I don't know.
Well, it was
what's
the
this?
storyline. There's a
Okay.
storyline in Batman.
They all
called
got
In-Game.
busters and they're big mech suits. Yeah. I don't know. It looks kind of cool. I wouldn't have known it was Batman, which is nice for a change. You know.
Well, I think if he stood upright, you could see the big Batman logo in his chest. So
Oh
good
yeah.
to
I
it.
guess yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the face is the ears are not very prominent. Yeah.
Chris is too busy looking at the style of pictures.
Yeah, exactly. Like, cause that look at that. That looks like handmade clay bricks back there. I don't know what's going on. That looks like some guy got out his Play-Doh and made some bricks. That doesn't look very real.
And this one is kind of disappointing. I don't know what they have up their sleeve with this, but another tease is the McFarlane Toys Bane Gold Label action figure. So the Gold Label is their exclusive line, but they just released a whole line with Bane, this Bane as their Build-A-Wave. So I don't know what they're planning on with this guy, but it kind of looks like they might be wrecking their wave.
What was the jacket like on? The Builder one?
Probably plastic. I don't think it was soft goods like this one is.
Yeah, as I say, it looks so like a pleather or something almost.
Yeah, but do you really need a whole new figure just to get that?
Not
Yes.
this recently, that's for sure.
And then the next thing we have is the DC Multiverse Scarecrow Infinite Frontier Black Light Gold Label 7-inch figure. This is an Entertainment Earth exclusive for $30. It is currently sold out, and it's due out this August. I'm just not a big fan of all the glow-in-the-dark stuff. I don't know about you guys, because they released this
Yeah.
figure already.
Well, it's like is it like I don't know how many black lights they've done, but like to really make this sort of pop in a display, you'd have to have like a dedicated section. Is this stand have black lights on it? Is that what they're implying here?
That's what I'm guessing, because the next one we're showing has the same thing. Jason Nelson says the BAF does not have a jacket for the
Okay.
Bane.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's pretty crazy if it comes with black lights, but they're probably small single LEDs, and you have to have your room like blacked out to even notice their effect. But that's a step in the right direction, because I feel like a lot of people buy these things and then never display them properly. So like, it's
Well-
cool that they're sort of forcing you to do it.
And if it has a black light with it, that's
Yeah. Interesting. I wish it would be very clear about that on the information here, but that what else could that be? Yeah, you wouldn't have all that armature if not.
I don't know. Maybe he's out there to go sing or something.
Have they done these numbered before? Like it's one of
It's
3,000.
3,000 pieces.
Yeah, I actually had a number though on the cert. If you went back there, at least like I had X of 3,000. So they're gonna be numbered, I guess.
I'm more interested to hear what Chris thinks about the quality of the photo. What do you
Well,
guys
it's
think?
it's solid white background mostly, and this is just a curved. That's just a curved piece of paper, so you can't really say much about it, really.
This is very 80s though. I think it's right in line with the background there, the neon
Yeah.
blue.
Who even has like black light setups in their rooms anymore, anyways?
Steve
Not
does.
yeah.
I know, I do.
I mean, I kind of do. Yeah, yeah.
I could, but I don't have it right now.
The next one is the DC Multiverse, the Joker Infinite Frontier Blacklight Gold Label action figure. This is also an Entertainment Earth exclusive, also for $29.99, $30. Sold out, due out in August. Same concept, different character. I think the hair looks awesome. So if the hair comes out like that, that looks pretty cool.
Well, look how his face disappears though.
Yep.
That's
The
interesting.
hair is cool.
The
That
smile's
camel
cool too.
toe is insane though.
Yeah.
Like look at it there. Oh my god.
Somebody was asleep at the wheel that
It's
day.
a moose knuckle.
They're like, I
God.
I dare you to do it, and the guy was like, hold my beer.
He did it.
Yeah.
Joker said, "Hold my knife."
Wow.
Oh, so they all got this stand, I guess. So it's
Yeah.
a real thing.
The fact they're packing electronics into this, I mean, don't get me wrong, he's done that before, but it's not. I guess yeah, he's done it more often than Hasbro or anyone else has.
What's up, P-Rock?
Something tells me it's going to be only battery operated though, which is like real tragic.
Cash, what's going on, man?
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it has USB or USB-C or anything like that. Yeah.
Mark Pearson with another super chat. Spirit Halloween photographer is getting more work.
I don't know. At least those are real pictures.
So we kind of talked about a couple of these figures last week. They were just reveals, but we got prices and due dates on this. So we have a couple different Blue Beetles we'll look at. So this one is the Blue Beetle DC Multiverse Blue Beetle action figure, $24.99, due out in August. Pretty basic. The sword looks awesome. And then he's going to have his little backpack there with a couple other whatever these little circle things are. But the next one, before we get into it, there he is in his box. This one is the Blue Beetle DC Multiverse battle mode action figure, also $24.99, due out August. So 2 figures, almost everything the exact same except the wings and the sword. Which would you guys pick up?
I go for the sword.
I was kind of thinking the same thing. I don't know if I need the wings.
I would agree, yeah.
The wings take up too much space, and then I'm sure they're fragile too. So like as soon as you hit a corner or hit a shelf, it's over.
I mean, they're tastefully sized. They're not like those NECA gargoyle wings that are just like,
Oh,
what on earth am I supposed to do with this?
I have them
But,
right here, and they're
yeah.
taking up the majority of that shelf.
I mean, it's cool to have one of those gargoyles, but anyways, that's besides the point. This is like, this is what really gets me about this guy is like, this suit design is like pretty awesome, and he's got his nice Final Fantasy VII sword there. But I don't know, man. The trailer of that movie really makes me not want to buy this, but the paint job is really beautiful. I like even like the black part of the suit, like that. I don't know. This looks really good. I won't judge you if you buy it. Anyone out there?
I don't got room for DC right now.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, the thing that's intriguing me. I know nothing about this character, but the suit looks cool. It's intriguing.
The next one, which I think can fit in almost anywhere, would be the Blue Beetle DC Multiverse Carapax Mega Figure. This thing's going to be $41.99, due out this August. This guy looks awesome. Like I think we said it last week or 2 weeks ago. This guy could fit into almost anything. Just a good bad guy for any line. Just going to come with a couple pairs of hands, the card, and a stand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys familiar with this comic? Like, has it been a comic for years and I'm just ignorant?
I mean, Blue Beetle's been around. I know he had some old classic comics before they went to the new paper style, the modern versions and stuff like that.
Okay.
But never read it. Don't know where this guy fits into the bigger story. So,
yeah, it looks good. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably give it a chance, but the trailer was a bit cringe.
Was this planned as before the whole DC rework, or was this was before all that happened, right?
It doesn't look like it's connected. The trailer doesn't imply that it's connected anyway. So, Yeah.
Feels like a standalone.
And moving on, we have the Witcher Netflix series and Geralt limited edition action figure 2-pack for $50 due out July of this year.
So this is new, not Henry Cavill, right?
Right.
It better not be, because that looks like that looks like Geralt's uncle.
Yo, Henry Cavill.
that's it.
Look, they had the picture of him right
Oh,
there.
I see it
it's
now.
him. Yeah, that's not good.
Oh my, no, it's not supposed
Why
to be
would they do that?
It doesn't
Dude.
look like what's his name either. Hemsworth.
Henry Cavill needs a win, man. Like that's the scene. I'm not no spoilers, but like the scene in the Flash is like did the guy dirty, and this looks crazy. I don't know what's going on here. That's really supposed to be him. That's a mistake.
Yeah, I haven't even watched the show, so I don't even know.
Her
That's
sculpt
not
isn't
loading.
much better either. Hers doesn't look at all like the actress, but again, like he's not really. McFarlane. Everything else though is cool. Like I like his outfit, the chain. I think
But
that's cool, the
is-
sword?
Is McFarlane known for doing good portraits, or is this what to expect?
I
They,
don't think so.
I mean, they're doing better. Like I really thought that was the new guy. I don't even know who the new guy is, but I
I
thought
think
that was
he's
the new
getting
guy.
there. I don't think they're
It's Chris
good
Hemsworth's
yet.
brother or whatever, right?
Maybe Mark
Liam
Pearson.
Hemsworth.
No, I don't know.
I believe it. It's what's that thing Hasbro did where they'll put your face on the figure? It's Mark doing
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely
added
looks
the,
closer to the
the-
new guy. Yeah.
the beach blonde hair.
Could you imagine if it was the sculpt was the new guy, but they got Cavill on the box and it was actually a mistake? That'd be classic. That'd be worth
It'll be
buying
a
it
must
for.
pick up at that point, right?
Exactly.
Looks like 9,000 units are gonna send out on this guy. This dropped today, and I have no clue what they're trying to do here. It's from Earth 3. It's the DC Multiverse Superman versus Superman of Earth 3 with Atomica figure. This is a 2-pack. It's $41, and it's due out in September. I just don't know.
Seeing them side by side just draws me to the difference of their underpants. But that's just,
That's I was gonna point that out. I'm glad.
it's
I
just
wasn't
like
the only
it's
one.
just yeah. It's like they knew they couldn't reuse the same piece. It's too
Yeah.
obvious.
I'm starting to work out again, and my traps like these are goals right here. If you go back to the first picture, I want my
Yeah.
traps to look like that,
Yeah.
like where you can't even you can't even see my neck anymore.
Buddy on the left. The smirk is kind of hilarious, but
It
I don't
is.
know. It's
Yeah, that's
Okay, but
confidence.
Look at the pictures that they use for this guy. Which one is the one on the
Well,
left?
The one with
You know?
the not S, you can tell by the logo.
But it's like if you're just looking at the portrait.
Yeah, the portraits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one's
correct.
they're the same guy. One's angry and has his hair messed up. That's all it is.
Wait, that makes no sense. The one on the left has the curly little hair, and the one on the right in the comic version has the it's the portraits are mixed up. Don't you guys think?
yeah.
With the hair, like if you look at the hair.
Can you believe they made two massive errors like that back to back?
Oh, I
What's
could.
the little thing in the middle? Adam.
That's
something Adam?
Atomica. Is that what?
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Katana from Mortal Kombat, or what's her name? No, never mind.
And you got your classic tasteful DC figure stand that is absolutely nondescript. It's good.
Oh, it says Daily Planet on it.
I'm talking about the black circles. But
Oh, I thought. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Oh,
I
well,
thought he was talking about the base too.
yeah. No, I mean it's better than no stands, so
yeah,
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I would be okay with that if I was.
that's
collecting.
true. Hasbro should do that. Just put plain ones in there.
All right, moving on to Super 7. All we have is a teaser from them. Thundercats Lair. Any y'all Thundercats fans? I know some of us have talked about that before, but Badfish, Steve, no?
I only
No,
know
but
them through the
they're doing a
figures.
layer?
Yeah.
Like, is that like a bait? Like, what's the
It's-
layer? I don't know what that is.
Small figure talk. So I got the sword. The
Ooh,
Lino
You
sword.
might want to
cool.
keep that handy for a little bit later.
He has the power, right? Oh, wait, that's He-Man. My bad.
All right, moving on to SH Figure Arts. They dropped a lot of teasers, so let's get through them pretty quickly. The first one is the SH Figure Arts Spider-Man in his new suit reveal. So this is when he no longer has access to Tony's stuff, and he has to make his own new suit. So, getting another Spider-Man to go along with the other three that have been announced. Only two of them are out right now. I think it's Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire. I don't think the Tom Holland's come out yet. But I like the metallic blue on the suit. Seems classic. What do you guys think?
The colors on this one pop for me. The red, like, definitely pops. The metallic blue, and the poses are really cool for it being like this. Like, you could do a lot of poses with this thing. Does it come with the webbing? Do you happen to know? Or I guess,
They typically do.
Yeah.
So you
That's a nice
could
touch.
probably expect a couple.
Is this actually like from the movie? Because I don't really remember him having a generic suit in that movie.
For like 5 seconds at the end.
yeah, at the end of
Okay.
basically, when he's running across the snow-covered roofs.
Okay, so it's like from one scene basically.
It will probably
Cool.
be in the new movie for 20 minutes if he's or
then
whatever
he'll
he's
upgrade
in
again.
next, and then
Okay.
he'll change it again. Yeah.
When he meets a
I
hologram
do
Tony.
love the colors though. Yeah.
The next thing we have is the SH Figure Arts Super Saiyan Son Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Son Gohan exclusive figure. I kind of really want this pretty bad. This is one of the more iconic scenes from Dragon Ball Z that I remember. I remember like all the other Z fighters on that big cliff watching him and Cell go at it, and then they're like, "Wait, guys, this isn't even about the tournament anymore. Like, let's go down there and help them. This is about the world." And then they all start kind of going in on Cell.
Yep.
But that Goku looks really cool.
So what's up with the Force Ghost?
Is this a 2-pack? Then.
It should be a 2-pack, yes.
Yeah, I
But like,
figured.
what's happening here though? Like, why is
So-
there like a...
This is
So
awesome. Yeah.
Goku, I believe Goku dies, and then
he sacrifices himself.
right, he sacrifices himself, and then Gohan is trying to do his first Kamehameha, and he kind of doubts himself. His arm is kind of limp there because he got it broken, and
Wow.
Force Goku comes out and helps him and the other Z fighters pull off this big move on Cell.
So they're really trying to replicate the animation. So you even got a limp hand that you can put in there where it's just sort of like not doing anything. That's cool.
Chris, if you've not seen that already, it is not a spoiler. Like probably 35 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
This is an awesome
Well,
scene though. Yeah. This is
at
such
least
a
20.
moment.
Yeah, at least 20. But yeah,
Yeah.
and the effect piece on it is really
What do you
cool.
guys think of it being levitated like that? Sorry.
I was just about to say, I wonder how they're doing that. I assume that's not going to be something you can do with it.
It can't just plug into the hand or something. It's like touching the hand there.
I
Plugs
was
into
wondering, can
Goku
you plug
somehow?
into Goku? Yeah.
I feel like they just
Photoshopped
photoshopped
Yeah.
a base out of
okay.
it.
That's okay.
The
Looking good,
next
though.
one is SH Figure Arts Raditz and Son Gohan Kid exclusive. This I remember this one too. He gets pretty angry and just flips out on him, but not as excited about this one as I was the previous one. What do you guys think?
I don't get to see Raditz all the time, so having Raditz in the collection, that's awesome.
His
Yeah, it's
armor
a-
looks awesome. Yeah.
It's a fun 2-pack. Like the robes look. I don't know if that's sculpted robes on the yellow parts there, but it looks like you almost don't look like it doesn't look like you're looking at figures in this shot. It looks almost pre-posed, like the way he's in the air like that. So that's cool.
I hope you could unravel his tail off his waist.
There's no way. It looks solid, but that'd be cool. I mean, you could, yeah.
Now,
He's gonna have a little nub back there that twists around his
didn't
his
he hit
waist.
him in the stomach though, not the chest? I don't remember. I'm
That's not
asking.
canon, bro.
No.
I don't remember, to be honest. I thought it was
You
his
have-
chest.
You have to check the book.
I'll have to watch. Yeah. He
Yeah.
cracks. I know he cracks the armor, and that like is the first.
Yeah, they'll probably release 2 more of him, one with a crack and one with not.
That's why I was asking. I wondered if it came with an exchangeable like chest.
The
or
third one,
stomach.
the third one will have the tail removable, and you can put a regular tail on them.
No, it will be with another figure that you already
Exactly.
have.
This one looks like the other one looks battle worn already. That one looks brand new, doesn't it? Like there's no scratches on this one, while the other one. Oh, never mind. That's the reflection. Never mind.
It's hard to tell here if there's maybe a dent there, but I assume there's something there to plug it in, because to make his head stick, because this is like what happened. Yeah. Anyways.
They shouldn't show it like this if not.
Yeah,
I would
that's
hope,
true.
Yeah.
We want the behind the scenes shots, right, Chris?
Well, they edit out the whole background here. It's really deceptive. Yeah.
The next reveal was the SH Figure Arts Majin Vegeta, also exclusive. I think the coolest part about this figure is those blue lightning effects. I'm guessing they're gonna plug into the base in the back, or the effect piece in the back. But nothing crazy here, unless you are a big fan of them. And then the last, or the next reveal, I should say, is the Figure Arts Zero Extra Battle Super Saiyan Gogeta Fusion Reborn exclusive edition. So,
Sorry, what was
this
that
guy
name
looks
again?
pretty cool. The what?
Well, could you say that name again?
No.
This is a statue, right? Like,
On the
what is this?
rewind.
You know, I wonder if they're gonna kind of do what they did with like the I Am Iron Man Tony Stark from Endgame. They just give you a base for him to stand on, and I'm guessing there's a little clear piece to go into the hand there to hold the ball up.
Well, it looks like the ball's hanging off the backdrop.
Mhm.
It goes behind there, but
From the power effect.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it. Yep.
But but like, is that like, do they have a bunch of these where they're like unarticulated?
I don't know. P-Rock says yes, it's a
Okay.
statue.
Yeah. Like, you're not doing anything with those pants.
No.
It's
way.
cool
Solid.
looking though, like
Yeah.
the rocks and stuff, and I
Okay,
guess he's doing some sort of
Figure Zero
spirit
is
bomb.
their version of a statues.
Ah, okay.
Mark's like, let me on there. I know this Dragon Ball
I
Z
know,
stuff.
right?
Do your home, do your
I know,
homework.
right? And then this is an actual release. It is SH Figure Arts Yamcha, Earth's foremost fighter, for $65, due out in April of next year. Pre-orders open for this on the 16th. So, I mean, it's cool. I hope we get this piece out of it.
Do you guys want Yamcha with short hair or long hair? I kind of want long hair.
So
I didn't
thought this
recognize
was
him.
Gohan at first, to be honest, or something.
Yeah, it kind of looks like him.
Cue the accusations of fake fan in the comments. Yep.
Fake fan.
I just remember Yamcha with long hair. So
Same.
the
For the
hand through the chest, I do remember that though. That's cool.
Yep.
He has
Yeah.
a scar on his eye.
Yeah, I probably watched this for about 6 weeks as a child, and I only saw long hair Yamcha. Yeah.
Dude.
Oh man, look at this guy.
So
This
this is the SH Figure Arts Jamiroquai. Scheduled release is November of this year. MSRP is 9,900 yen, and pre-orders are open now. I'm not gonna lie, I had no clue who this guy was until I had to look him up because of this. Any of you guys listen to his music?
Nope.
That one song once in the 90s, probably, or early 2000s. That's about it.
This is like an iconic music video because while
Oh,
he's
yeah,
dancing, like the floor under him is moving. So like everything around him is like moving while he's moving forward, and it's pretty cool. Don't listen to him other than that music video. But this is really cool. It looks really good.
It's gonna be hard to replicate that effect on the shelf, But the hat is voluminous.
Yeah, it's a unique.
I wonder if he's gonna have these
It's an
couches
interesting
in there.
release. Yeah, these are like cardboard couches. What's
Yeah, they're part of the music video too, so you always see them move around, go back and forth. It's really cool.
Yeah, it comes with them, or this picture wouldn't exist. But what are they, right?
Scotty
It's like
too
Scotty
hottie.
Too Hottie. All right, we're going to go ahead and jump into Small Talk Scavenger Hunt. This is where I'll give you guys a clue of a figure that I want you guys to go find in your own collection. We're going to keep it to the 112 stuff, except for Steve because he doesn't have any.
Sorry.
Well, I
So he's going to
Yeah.
try his best. So let's get to it. Okay, show me a figure that was inspired by a comic. And Steve. Let's see what you got. Ooh, Doc Ock. That's the Bowen.
Bowen. Yep, Bowen. Dr. Octopus.
No edition size.
Yeah, edition size right there.
Oh, right there.
Yep.
622.
I think
This
so.
is?
4133 out of
Oh, I
6,000.
missed that.
And these are bendable too. For
Real
a
good.
statue, that's kind of rare.
Oh, that's cool.
This is like 20 years old too.
Badfish, you got anything?
Give me 2 seconds. Let me be right back.
Okay. Steve, what about
All
you?
right.
Steve, Chris.
I got a will it focus Mara Jade Black Series. That is
Oh,
the box.
yeah.
The box art qualifies it as being inspired by a comic, which is there.
Oh wow.
So take that, guys. That's one solid point.
Too bad I haven't been keeping track.
What? Okay.
Badfish, you got anything yet or no?
Yeah. I just
There
had
we
to heard a noise. I thought my cats were doing something.
Trying to break in.
What is this? Ben Riley?
Ben Riley.
I believe. I forget the official name. I love this outfit. I've always thought this was like one of the coolest outfits for Spider-Man. The little gauntlets, just the color scheme, the big spider all the way across and back
Oh, wow.
spreads out to the body. I love this one.
All right. So the next one, show me your favorite accessory to a figure.
I know I brought this out in the beginning, but it still counts as an accessory. So
If it's on you, it's an accessory, right?
yeah.
Yeah, those belts, man, those are dangerous territory. I was telling my wife, like, I wanted to buy.
Chris is trying to.
Sorry, Chris.
Oh man, no, it's not gonna work. But this is the Briar pistol that comes with Cassian Andor, and it's not my favorite because it comes with Cassian Andor, but because it is the signature weapon of expanded universe video game hero Kyle Katarn, who was erased when Disney took over the franchise. Rest in peace. But it came with
Man.
Andor.
Details over here.
So
All right, Badfish.
I don't know if this is necessarily my favorite, but within my vicinity, this is probably one of the cooler ones. It comes with Grand Moff Tarkin. This is the interrogation droid for Leia. I just think it's cool. It looks
Yeah.
cool in the movie. It's a fun little thing to have with Tarkin here. He's got his pose going on, but yeah, this is a cool figure set.
Yeah, it's a great piece. They had to spice up Tarkin because he's not even seen with that thing in the movie, but he's not got a lot going for him on his own.
All right, next one. Show me a figure that's from your favorite movie. And if it's not your favorite movie, just the one that you could find around you. All right, let's see, Steve.
I got a Hulkbuster.
Nice.
It's just the bust, but yeah, it's big ass Hulkbuster. The cool thing about this guy is the helmet
Oh,
goes back.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
that's actually one of the few I would display with the face. That's cool.
All right, Chris.
All right. It's not 112 because I don't have enough 112, but here's a vintage Canadian Palpatine himself. He's gone a bit yellow, but Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie, and it has so much good stuff going for it. And there you can see the French and English only, as you got back in the day on exclusive Canadian packaging when you got your evil Emperor figure.
What's your favorite scene?
My favorite scene is when when Luke surrenders to the Empire and Vader sort of confronts him on that little catwalk on Endor, and Vader, you see Vader first time sort of contemplate whether he's gonna follow through with giving Luke to the Emperor. It's good stuff. It's pathos, you know.
Nice. All right, bad fish.
Great minds think alike. Return of the
Wow, look at these guys.
Dang, negative points.
Jedi. This is not the greatest sculpt on this. This is the really old blue box one.
Wow, 2013 or 14 probably.
Yeah, and I've still got one sealed somewhere too, I'm sure. Back when I was collecting too, because I was gonna display this in front of the box. Yeah, Return of the Jedi. How can you not love it? Yeah.
All right, same question. Favorite scene?
Is Badfish the Jedi and Chris the Sith that we're watching right now? That was crazy.
I pretty
I'll
much
take
always choose Jedi if I like have a choice like in any games or anything.
I mean,
like that. Yeah.
Palpatine is like the signature character of Return of the Jedi, though. You know what I mean? Like he's the big new introduction, and he steals the show if you watch that thing again, man. Like he's hams it up like crazy. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say favorite scene. I don't know. It's between Jabba's sail barge because I love the way like Luke's kicking butt and stuff. It's a great scene.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, every time I see Lando, do the Yahoo with Nine Num,
Oh yeah.
that always gets me too. I love that.
It's good stuff. I mean, and also let's take a moment to point out anyone who didn't go and see it in theaters for the 40th anniversary, you did mess up and you should be ashamed of yourself.
They weren't. I looked. The closest one was Hamilton, which is like an hour and a half away from me. So
Be ashamed of
Yeah.
yourself.
I mean, if you didn't have a kid, I would judge you more harshly. But for that,
Yeah,
for not
yeah.
going, yeah.
And basically every weekend we have right now is booked, so there's not much time for movies
Yeah.
right now.
All right, Steve. So they got the same question. What was your favorite scene?
I haven't watched that movie in forever, but probably the scene that Chris was mentioning where he's contemplating and stuff like that. I love that. I watched that on YouTube probably the most out of all the scenes. YouTube, cuts all the scenes, and I just fast forward to YouTube and just play that scene in the background or something.
Yeah, my favorite scene was the end. Anyway,
Wow.
Oh,
I can't kick him out, you guys. I can't kick him out.
no, I would say I would say the lightsaber battle because I think that's the most intense that him and Darth Vader kind of got into.
It's the best movie ever made. Like, let's be real. Like that Death Star attack. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I love any of the attacks on the Death Star. You get to see all the the starfighters and
Like what it must have been like to see that when it came out. Like I don't like never up to that point have you ever seen money being like burned on the screen like that. You know what I mean? Like you just see the dollars on that Death Star attack.
I was so lucky to see them with the re-release, like the special editions, as my first time ever seeing them.
Right.
It was my friend's birthday, and he brought us to A New Hope, and then I
97.
went to see the other two like that same weekend on my own with my parents or whatever. Like I
Nice.
remember it was I was very lucky to actually experience all three of them in theaters, even though it wasn't 77.
Very cool.
all right. And then the last one, show me a figure that's still in the box.
Got one. Creator.
All right, bad fish. Let's see.
Still got the price tag. Look at that Canadian price tag. $43.
Good God.
I paid $38, but yeah, I mean, I had to get a George Lucas in the collection. So yeah.
All right,
he's
Chris. I
still
think
a
you were
box.
next.
Oh, hold on. Okay, let's do this one. Here you go. A 2008 Revan. It's still in the box. Look at that guy. Now, this is funny because when they made him, they just Googled what Revan's mask looked like, and they got the wrong picture. And that's Hasbro at work for you. His mask is
Wow.
wrong. Yep.
I got this one. I think I showed you guys this, right?
Yeah, last week, right?
Yeah,
You got
this
it
goes
signed?
to my brother. So yeah, I got this thing for him.
Man, it's been with you already for like 2 weeks. So you should have ordered him.
I
haven't
still
seen
love
it
that
over.
side art. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's
Wish they
pretty
did
cool,
that
right?
more.
All right, guys. Thanks for playing. And for those of you watching, be ready. We'll have a code coming up for you real soon for the Carnage giveaway. But first, let's get into some vintage talk. All right, Chris, take it away.
Cool, man. All right. Well, a couple weeks ago, Casual was sort of roasting me a little bit for how stupidly expensive some of this vintage stuff is. So I wanted to take some time to sort of show you some interesting alternate routes you can do where you can still spend a stupid amount of money but significantly less. Now, these are a couple figures from my collection where these are Canadian 12 backs, so like the first 12 figures, right? But this variant of the Canadian version had the Star Wars logo in French big time on the front, and it looks almost like a graphic design mistake, which it probably was. But they released a few figures like this with the big French logo on the front, and basically, if you had one of these properly carded, you're looking at like $2,000 to $5,000. And so these are some I had graded as loose figures just with the card back. So this is in the ballpark of a much more reasonable $200 to $500 value than rather than 5,000.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
yeah. This is like a hot this is like a Hot Toys for a 5 POA figure rather than 5 Gs. And the same thing here with good old 1979 Boba Fett that came out even before The Empire Strikes Back. This is a Canadian card back that even has a corner of it missing, and it's still probably a $200 card back. And a grading company called CAS, Collectors Archive Services, offers this, where they sort of grade. The grade you get is for the loose figure. So like that Stormtrooper there has a 85, and basically because the letters on there are green, it sort of indicates that it's not a grade for a carded figure. But it looks pretty nice. It displays really well, and I could maybe afford one or two of them, but I feel like having a $5,000 12-back Stormtrooper is a little bit excessive. So I opted this route for a few of these pieces, and I think it looks pretty good.
I have this quote on my channel. We always say, "You gotta want this life." So yeah, that's that's awesome.
Those are awesome. No bubbles I could see, but at first I thought there was, but that's really cool that they recreate it onto there without it.
Yeah, well, grading loose figures has been a thing for a long time, and those I think look really silly to me because there's no card back at all. It's just a little acrylic box, and you have a grade for like the loose figure, right? And so it's essentially the same as that, but they encase a slice of 70s what should be basically trash in there with you. So, you got the old piece of ripped up cardboard in there that is somehow worth a few $100s, and it sort of comes together to make an interesting piece that otherwise would be a lot more expensive and otherwise wouldn't display very well the two pieces by themselves.
All right, guys. Let's talk real quick. What's the giveaway word? I was thinking
5K.
Jedi.
5K. No kidding. Jedi's good too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best movie ever made.
Say
Let's be
that
honest.
or the belt, but yeah.
The belt. Yeah.
All right. The code for this week is, if I could spell right, code is Jedi.
There you go.
Carnage is also one of my. I wish I could enter. Carnage is one of my favorite villains.
No.
Him and Venom, I just think are cool. So
We're not allowed to enter, right? Or are we allowed to enter?
no, I my wife can't either. I asked.
There you go. None of her 5 available emails. Yeah.
Steve, have you seen that Carnage in person yet?
Not in person, but I think I watched 5,000 videos of that thing. It's a beast. It's so tall for being a figure and everything.
Yeah,
so.
it's huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else seen it in person?
No, not in person. The only reason I haven't bought it is because the price is just it's really up there.
Is it $400 or is it $200? I think it's $400, right?
I think and then Canadian, it's like 6 something.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't tell these guys about that. They're just like, yeah, sure, but that's not real money.
What?
That's what, they don't understand. It's fine.
On Uptown Nerd Problems.
Yeah. I like that.
All right, guys, we're going to jump into Marvel Legends. The only thing we have is this awesome Marvel Legends 2-pack Venom Space Knight and Mania Target exclusive. I do believe that it went up today, and if someone will check Target real quick to see if it's still available, I don't know. Hopefully it is, because I completely forgot. So This Venom 2-pack is $55.99, which is a really good price. And I'm going to recheck that price because that does not sound right, but we'll see. Let's see. Yep, it says it's $59.99. I'm just really excited for it. I missed out on the Space Venom, the Build-A-Figure when it first came out. And I was a big fan of his comic books, and he was hanging around with the Guardians of the Galaxy for a decent amount of time in their book. And then when he got his own book, and then when they brought in Mania into it as well, just a really cool storyline. He's got these two big old Venom, I don't know, what would you call those, talons? These things are huge. Looks like they just sit right on top of his hands.
Symbiote empowered gauntlets. Yeah, this is, and she got the Sonic haircut. That's cool.
The
Yeah, I
Goku
like her
haircut.
hair. Yeah.
But doesn't come with much besides the figures itself. It has the two gauntlets, as Chris said, and then an extra Venom head. And man, if this thing's still available, or shoot, I might spend the night at a Target just to see it come out.
It is on pre-order still. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, 55.
Does it say for 55?
Yep.
Nice.
Is it? Sorry, you said this is a Guardians crossover?
So the story actually starts in a Free Comic Book Day book where Flash Thompson is called up to Tony Stark's office and convinces him to go with the Guardians of the Galaxy into space to kind of help out and do what they're doing, because he was up in space with them, makes his way back to Earth, convinces him to go up, and he's with them for like at least 5 or 6 issues, and this is like a bi-weekly book, so even that's a kind of a long time. And then he kind of goes off on his own and becomes part of the Space Knights, and he just kind of runs around with other Space Knights doing their kind of thing, and he finds himself back in New York. And what the Guardians part is that they help him find the Venom, the symbiote's homeworld, and he has to bathe in the home, like in the planet.
The living waters of Mandalore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's basically the same story. And this thing is talking to him, right? Like he's like saying, "Oh, your suit's not complete. Something's missing. Something's going on." Well, little do we know that's actually Noel talking to him. This is way before Noel's series came out, and then he has to go back to Earth. They find that it's on Earth, and it's supposed to be his daughter, from what I understand.
Please tell me that in the comic the symbiote
girlfriend.
The symbiote home planet has to be an annoying place, right? Like those guys are all so like they just never shut up. Those symbiotes, like imagine like a whole planet of them. That'd be crazy.
Yep, they're just kind of swimming around.
That's California, by the way. No kidding.
That's where you're moving to now, right?
No. I lived there for 7 years, so no thanks.
Everybody's coming to Texas now. And then moving on with Hasbro, with the HasLab, the G.I. Joe Classified Copter Dragonfly XH1, still going for its $274.99, due out next summer. The backers have already been met. It was 10,000. They were at 13,785 as of yesterday. I was not able to update that, but thing comes loaded like a lot of these things do. Of course, it's got that paywall that no one likes, but I guess my thing is like, if you hit the paywall, right? Like you hit the number, they should just mass produce the thing.
Well, I think when you're talking like 13,000 for something at this price point, like they basically are already, you know, like, I mean, it's 250, right? Like that's not
274.
That's not,
Yeah, 275.
that's not bad. I mean, you know, I don't see this line lasting forever, but yeah.
Well, I guess like,
you know, get your showpiece.
they're going to continue doing these, you know, and the people who are upset about it are going to be upset, and the people who love backing these things are going to back it, you know, regardless of how you feel. But I just think maybe like if you were one of the original backers, you know, like the first 10,000, if that's your goal, okay, you're still paying the 275, but throw an extra figure in there for them, you know, and then mass produce it to everyone else. You know, they have people who can estimate, okay, if I made 14,000 units, you know, this thing's going to sell out. You know, do an
The
extra
ultimate
4,000.
The ultimate tier would be like if you're in the first 10,000, your decals are pre-applied, and if you're after that, you have to put your stickers on yourself.
Some
And
assembly required.
yeah, and everybody would see your shabby sticker peel-in version, and it would have less value on the secondary market.
And this thing's going to be awesome. It has light up effects. I do believe the blades, the rotors work. You're going to get this guy right off the bat, William Wild Bill Hardy.
Who is a sea captain on the Deadliest Catch. Yeah.
And then because they hit the 13,000, they are going to get the Night Force Ripcord, which this guy actually looks pretty cool. I like the guns. I know I think was it you, Chris, who said you didn't like the guns or something like that.
Well, I just said no. I think I said they looked like more real than classified guns have looked for a while. You know, especially the early first few waves had some real super soakers that were like bright orange and stuff. You know, so like these look pretty good.
It's Nerf for nothing, man. And then the next one is 16,000 for Jane Glinda Mulligan. No idea who she is, but this is all we have right now is just this this render here, and it looks like she might be the gunner, you know, off the side of the chopper.
Yeah, it looks good, man. I will not be buying it because it's G.I. Joe, and that doesn't excite me. But it looks good. I'm glad it funded, and it just goes to show you that as long as you don't make a Reva lightsaber, you will fund your HasLab. It's good.
The casual nerd problem seal of approval right there.
Yeah.
Thanks, Career Point. Sideways. All right, guys. That is all we got for you. Before we get on to our beautiful Patreonies, we do want to shout out the giveaway one more time. Today's code was Jedi. So go on to that Google form, fill it out again. Make sure that you get your bonus entries for 16fix Marco's YouTube page, and the other one for Ben Thomas. Go subscribe to their page, and then fill out that form. You need to join the Collector Zone Cantina Facebook page, subscribe to Collecting Weekly, join the Collecting Weekly Auxiliary, and be listening out for those codes. Again, this week's code for Small Talk was Jedi. And we want to thank all of our Patreonies who let us do what we get to do every other Thursday, starting with Ian CB, Renee Mendez, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louie, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, Equan, Chris Valencerina, Ben Thomas, Chris Letty, David Jones, Sam Gist, Daminator, Joel Breda, Thomas Clark, Eric Switzer, Six Gun Figs, Bad Fish, good old Bad Fish right here hanging out with us today, Toy Cartel, Danny Lee, Deanie Martin, Stephen Krent, Big Fern, Caesar Madokin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Bomowski, Rick D. Gregorio, Everyday Collector, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Erwin Azucena, Illustrious Rayner, Alan Morgan, Takathri Wah, Derek B., Eris Pertillo, Mark Randolph, Alvin J., Jazz Carroll, Joe Ridley, Pablo Meza, D-Rock, Matt Clavenger, Seth Tucker, CC3PO, Scott Smith, Don Matan, Jimmy James, Stephen Purchase, Sean Usby, Scott Bradley, Steve and Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Luis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Jamie Hernandez, and Gigi the Judgmental, and Brenton Palmer. thank all of you guys for hanging out with us today. And if you didn't, we love you anyways. Thank you for being Patreonies with us. And your May, June Patreon benefits was the question of the week sticker from Brenton, and then the Spooderverse stickers. I always love these Spooderverse stickers. I think they're so fun. We need to make like a storyline for them, I think. If you want to become one of our Patreons, you can start at $5 and you can join the Empire with digital benefits such as Ox After Dark, the Patreon chat, and weekly shoutouts. The next tier is Sweet Angel at $7.50. You'll get all the swag from the Collecting Weekly Network, stickers sent straight to your door, access to Ox After Dark replays, and then stickers will be sent every other month. Certified Crispy at $15. This will get you a Certified Crispy certificate on first pledge, assistance with figure fixes by Zach. He loves it when you don't let him know ahead of time. Just kidding. Please message him beforehand. And the benefits from the previous tiers. International postage will be charged at cost for the certificate. Stickers will be sent every other month. And then our What a Guide tier at $25. This will get you the exclusive Pog Deluxe set on first pledge, doubles of all the stickers, and benefits from the previous tiers. Again, international postage above $5 will be charged at cost for the Pogs. Stickers will be sent every other month. And we want to shout out our YouTube members as well. Absolute Irwin, Alvin J, Andre, Andreas IB, Andrew Gibo, Benjamin Henson, Big Ol' Fern. Dang it, I practiced this one earlier and I was not going to mess it up. Blurred, Dad Life, Bob Dylan, CC3PO, Chris V, Cram, CT603, DJ, Daminator, Dante's Boneyard, Eclectic Collector, Equan, Fat Batman, Garbear, Badfish. Help me out with this one. You said it's Gotham...
Cenobites,
right? Okay. Jake, Just Another Friday Night, Justin Sports Cards, KJ Smith, LV Avenger 702, Mark Pearson, Money Mendez, Mr. Mom Collectibles, Knight, OG Fan, OMFG Rick, 1-6 Figure Focus, Paul Schreiber, Philip the Fool, S Beam, Sam Gist, Slifer, SpongeBob Squareballs, Sunny Vale, The Ben Thomas Show, Toy Cartel, and Zeke. Thank you guys so much. And if you want to be a Patreoni, I believe if you are already a Patreoni, it's 99 cents. You get all the badges, and then the Peanut Gallery for $2.99. And then these are all the shows we have on our network with Collecting Weekly Unboxing, the Collecting Weekly live show on Tuesdays, After Dark Wednesdays, OFAC and Small Talk on Thursdays. And then we have our new channel, or not our new channel, but our guys who come on Just Another Friday Night. We got the reissues, Live and Let Dice, Bricks and Brews, and Ox PD. Badfish, you said y'all might be doing Red Dead first?
Yeah, we tried to get Red Dead going. It was giving us trouble, so I think we're trying to get something going, I believe, in the next week or two. So
updates.
Yeah.
Hate to see
I
it.
think that was the biggest pushback because of Ox PD.
Yeah, nobody wants this DLC. They want us to play Ox PD. Man, nobody needs a new campaign for a 15-year-old game. Come on now, let the modders do their thing.
All right, Badfish. What's the secret to being an Ox PD cast member, man?
Just just mess around with your voice as much as possible, basically. That's about it.
And try to remember your characters.
Yeah, geez, I was gonna say I'll forget, like I'll start an accent and then halfway through I'll be doing a different one. So yeah.
All right, guys. Do we have any shout outs?
Yeah, I got a quick one. If you like Star Wars, you should go ahead and follow the Vintage Rebellion podcast on YouTube, because earlier this week I had the extreme privilege of taking part in an interview with Roger Christian, and that's going to be up there before the end of the month. And if you don't know who Roger Christian is, he designed the interior of the Millennium Falcon and all the weapons from the original Star Wars. And he was a second unit director on Return of the Jedi and Phantom Menace as well. So, he was there for a good chunk of the Lucas years, and he probably had the most impact on the look of Star Wars, like after Ralph McQuarrie, basically. Like, he changed the world, this guy. So it was an extreme privilege to get to interview him, and that'll be up on the Vintage Rebellion podcast before the end of the month on YouTube.
I just
That's
subbed.
cool.
I thought you were just a podcast, but there you are on YouTube.
There it is.
Yep.
Yeah. So, that's cool. How about you guys? What do you got to plug?
We're doing this. They're doing a Prime 1 showcase this Saturday, which is like a statue group or a statue company that we follow. It's basically the Super Bowl of all statues. And we're all getting together this Saturday, 8:30 Eastern time, and just having pizza. The show starts at 9:00, and we're just gonna have fun from there. Just watch it all together, stream it together, and then probably get copyright infringement and stuff like that.
Nice.
But still, yeah, we're gonna have fun together,
That's
But
the
yeah.
show with the guy with the really intense voice and the like
Red hair.
dreads.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
awesome. Yeah, they do awesome shows. Even if you're not a statue collector, just watching their presentation is fun.
Yeah, and you get to watch it with us. So that's going to be the best part.
Exactly,
Because,
yeah.
we're going to be joking around about him all the time, and yeah, it's going to be a good time. So, full panel, too. 10 people are going to be on the panel, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
What do you think's the biggest reveal going to be? Any guesses?
Yeah, so we're speculating right now. Well, they showed Dragon Ball Z stuff, like a little logo of it, and they're going to show some other, they're going to do more anime stuff. I don't collect too much anime, but that's the future, supposedly. Like, comics aren't selling anymore. And the biggest thing is they're going to be dropping from a third scale, from like the Superman to quarter scale, so a lot smaller. But yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. They always surprise us, too.
Well, I want to shout out everyone in the chat. Thank you for making it fun today. Thanks to all you guys for showing up today and being on the show with me. And I really appreciate it. And it really makes this a lot of fun. Thank all of you guys who are watching. You make this happen. And thank you for taking part of your Thursday a little bit later than normal, but thank you for taking part of your Thursday to watch it, watch Small Talk. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. All right, guys. See you later.